All right. Hello, everybody. We're back to plan another mindful day. So it's approaching noon here in San Diego. So let's go ahead and plan the rest of the day together. So hopefully you can see my screen. I think you can. I'm down here in the corner. And, first we'll start by filling in what has already happened so far today. So woke up around 6. And started getting my girls ready for school. We had a fun little smoothie session. And then got out the door. And actually, while I was dropping them off, I did have a phone call for work. So let's see, probably shrink this a little bit and then put that there. Okay. So it was kind of the early morning, got home, and my mom actually needs some caregiving as well. So when I got home, I was taking care of her a bit. Use the heart. And then went straight behind the desk for work. Probably use my laptop. Symbolize that. You can see I had my own share of the smoothie starting at 10:15. So I usually hold off on the first bite until a little bit later in the morning. Trying to target around an 8-hour eating interval. 10. My target's 10. And that's what this green window is meant to represent. You might remember that these kind of shadowy windows here are recommendations coming from our algorithm for deep work, peak fitness, and deep sleep. So you can see I'm reaching my deep work time currently, and then I'm due for some sort of physical activity later in the day. So I'll try to plan using those windows. So obviously still doing work, but maybe use something more fun to represent the video, which I hope to be done with the editing by noon. Then jump into some additional deep work for business plan, which will last me at least till my next meeting, which is around 3:15. And that'll last till 4:15. So I might plan my walk for immediately after. I think that'll be a nice break. This business plan work will probably go straight up until here. It would be smart to have at least a stretch break. So let's see. This can work for the stretch. But then exercise after, maybe a little shower, and then dinner with the fam. So let's put that here. Whoops. World Series is on tonight. I think the game starts at 5. I won't watch the whole thing, especially after last night. I learned my lesson going through till the 16th inning, which is when I gave up, but apparently it lasted 18. And I probably won't get to watch that much because my daughters will compete for the remote control. But, if I get an hour in or a half hour, that's great for me. Then it'll be our nighttime ritual, which closes with book reading. And then hopefully everyone's eyes are closed, including mine, by 9. So let's see, this probably can go like that. Looks about right. Yeah, so that's my day for today. I'm going to customize the photo, kind of help me keep inspired and focused throughout the day. And there's a nice family photo that I'll use. And that's my day. So please do leave comments, questions in the comment section. I want to show you a couple other things here on my phone because our phone is moving. Oops, let me close this. There we go. Is moving a little bit faster ahead than the iPad, which tends to be the case. But you can see we're updating for liquid glass, so iOS 26 interactions at the bottom. So new navigation structure. And critically, I wanted to show you some of the Apple Health that we're still catching up on iPad. But you see that tracked sleep, tracked physical exercise. It just updated the sync. So you track sleep, track physical exercise, and tracked bites, as well as tracked daylight time. So daylight exposure. So that's what you're seeing right up there. That's that squiggly line. That's concentric with the sunrise symbol. So this is important. Sorry, the syncing is okay. It's back, um, but now it's synced, and you have this powerful visual now of what you plan to do, and increasingly what you actually did. So sleep, physical activity was always there. The first bite is new, and the daylight tracking is actually brand new. And right now, working on iPhone, still being implemented on iPad. But daylight exposure is such an important synchronizer for our circadian rhythms and making sure you get that early morning light. You probably heard that before. And now you actually have a way to plan around that and visualize whether or not you're getting that early morning exercise. If I go back to yesterday, for example, you can see that I didn't drop my daughters off and I didn't get it till very much later. And so when I dropped my daughters off, I'm actually going door to door and walking with them around their campus to get them to the right spots. And I get my sunlight exposure that way. But when I don't, and my wife took them yesterday, you can see how delayed it becomes, right? And so that's important for information. There may very well be mood correlates. And so mood is something that we just started integrating and will become obviously a bigger part of what you see here. But we're just getting started, still day one for us at Owaves. And this health tracking and being able to see side by side what you're planning to do and what you actually did, I think is very powerful visual. I know I'm getting a lot of value out of it. And already there's some insights starting to emerge, which obviously will be a bigger focus of our AI implementation to help you on a personalized level understand the gap between what you're trying to do and what you're actually doing on a day-to-day basis, and help you come up with solutions to help solve and bridge that gap so you can reach your personal health and wellness goals. So please do leave some comments. Let's keep this conversation, and thank you for tuning in. Talk to you soon.